Hello everyone, welcome back to our Excel series. In today's video, we will cover advanced Excel formulas. Advanced Excel formulas is very important for our day-to-day purpose for the data analysis and to save our times. So we will look these important key formulas with the help of the practical examples that I have a HR sample data set. So we will talk about the VLOOKUP function. Like VLOOKUP is used to get the value from the first most column, and AVERAGEIF, how we can calculate the average with some conditions and criteria, XLOOKUP, and there are some limitation of a VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP. So we will talk about how we can solve these limitations with the help of index match and some other formulas, and dated function for calculating a date between any two dates, SUMIFS, if error, concatenate. And why it is so important for using this formula, because they provide a efficiency. They makes our task automating by saving our time, and by using our formulas we don't have to put manually the things. And the other is dynamic data analysis. We can extract the information dynamically by using these formulas, and it provides the versatility. Like we can clean the data, like if some column has a unwanted space, so we can use the trim function, like various other functions also. And it also provides the scalability with the large data set. So let's move to our data set and understand these important advanced formulas with the data set. This is our data set of HR sample data. In this we have an employee ID, date of birth, surname, name, all these information. With the help of this data set we can perform all the advanced functions, and we can see how these functions make our task easy. So we can start one by one using the formula. Let's first we can format some data for it. It looks good, like we can make header bold, and by selecting all the data with the Control A, and we can insert some borders so it will look good. And we can move to this sheet. I prepared some questions. With the help of these questions we can perform all the advanced functions one by one. So first what we are doing, first we combine the name and the surname column into a single column, that is full name. Right now we have a name in two different columns. As we say, like name is present in D and the surname is present in C, it does not look good. So what we do, we can insert a new column, name the column name as full name, and we can use by using there are three different ways, as we say, but we can use concatenate. We can also use with the text join function. Concatenate, first we have to get the first name, then we want a space in between also, so we can put double inverted commas, then select the surname and close the brackets, then it will provides the full name. We can drag to others row, so this we can get the full name of the employees. And if we want to calculate the employee age, so how we can do it? For each employees we have a date of birth, but we don't have an employee age. So what we do, we can insert another column with the name, age. We can use a formula, like if we want a date, so if today's date today year is 2025, if we subtract today's year from the date of birth, then we can get the actual age. So we can perform it. So year function we use, this extract the year from today's date. Like today date is 26 January 2025, so it will extract the year 2025 from this function. Then we can again use year function and select the date of birth cell and close the bracket. And now this will show as a date format, because here we did not change, we have to change from the formatting here. So select the number and remove the decimal place. This will shows all the ages of all the employees. Another way what we can do, we have to highlight the employee with employee satisfaction less than 50%. So how we can achieve this? So with the help of a conditional formatting, we can achieve how many employees are not satisfied with the whatever the reason it is. So it helps to identify the employee who are not satisfied, so we can talk with them like what is the reason behind it. So it's good to check the employees behavior, employees work environment, employees loyalty towards the organization, and what we can say it's not satisfied with the work culture and whatever it is the reason. So what we do, we can select the whole range, go to conditional formatting, highlight cells rule. If it is less than 3, it's already 3, so highlight it as a light red color. So we can filter it out and see how many employees are not satisfied and have a ranking less than a 50%. So we can see these many employees, these are total 7 employees who are not that much satisfied. So we can talk with them to understand what are the problems they are facing, what all the needs they want, so we can make the environment better for them. And next question, it is how many employees are eligible for bonus if their job title is manager and their status is negative. So we have to identify from this data set key how many employees we can give the bonus. So how we can do it? We can create a new column with the name eligibility, and here we can specify with the 2 condition. We can either use if, and specify both the condition in this. We can put if. We have to pass 2 condition. First we need to check the manager is there or not, and if manager is there, their status is active or not, like if they resigned it and they left the company, so why we can give the bonus. So this way we can do it. So we have to go with the AND condition because we want both condition to be satisfied. So from here we can select manager column if manager is yes. So how we can do? This is the manager column. If manager is yes, we can specify, and another condition what we want, their status is active. Here we can specify their status is active and close the bracket. If these conditions are satisfied, then what if they both conditions are satisfied, then what we want in the result. So we want eligible for bonus. We can write as eligible for bonus, and if they both the condition not satisfied, then they are not eligible for bonus. So we can put not eligible for bonus and close the brackets. So this we can drag and drop the column till bottom, and with the help of filter we can see how many employees are there that is eligible for bonus. So as we see, there are only 3 employees who are eligible for bonus because the 3 employees are manager level and their status is active. So let's move to our next question and understand it with the help of some other advanced formula. So in the next question, we want the number of employees in each department. So how we can do it? There are 2 ways to achieve this. To achieve the answer, we can either go for the pivot table. Let's see how we can do it. Select all the data, go to the pivot table, insert a new worksheet, and we want a department wise employees. So we can select the department in the rows, and we can also select the department in values. So here we can say in IT department there are 7 employees and production 32, in total we have a 45 employees. So how we can achieve this functionality with the help of a function, with the help of a formula? So how we can do it? What we need to do, first we have to select the department and copy the data and click a new sheet, paste it here, remove the repeated data. How we can remove the repeated data? We just want to show the department wise employees data, how many employees are present. So here in the data section, remove, click on remove, so click OK. Here we can put COUNTIF function, range we need to specify from which range they are using. This is the range, and criteria is this, like if in the selected column how many production department. So we see here production department has 32 employees, sales department has 6 employees, IT. So there are 2 ways and we see like from both the way we can achieve the result. We can delete this pivot table option, delete it, and next we move further with our next question. Summarize the average annual salary by department. How we can summarize the average annual salary by department? So we can choose the AVERAGEIF function. These are the total employee. We can rename the column average salary we want. So for the average salary we use the function AVERAGEIF, because we have to specify the condition also, no? So click on AVERAGEIF condition, range, in what range we want. Then we can go to our previous sheet, select the department. Criteria, what should be the criteria? Criteria is same like the department for which we want the average salary, and average range we want the average annual salary. So we select this data and close the bracket, and then this is the average salary in the production department, in sales department. So here we can see how many in which department. If we say like sales department has the average salary is good, that means their employees are getting more salary. In production department employees are not getting that much salary comparison to other departments. So basis of our formulas and our functions we can provide the insight, and we can get the decision and understand the things like oh okay, so in production department employees are more but still the average salary is less. So these kind of analysis we can do with our data set. So let's move further. Now understand the VLOOKUP function. What we need to do, use the VLOOKUP function to find the bonus of an employee based on their employee ID. So for this, first we have to select the employee ID data and copy to the another sheet so that we can perform the VLOOKUP function. In this, what we want the bonus of the employees, so we can put the name bonus, and now we can start our VLOOKUP function. As VLOOKUP, first select the VLOOKUP value, and from which table they had to select the data. So go to our first sheet, select the whole data from here, then comma, column index number. Column index number means in which column, from which column we want the desired result. We want the status, we want the bonus. So bonus is present in which column? It is in a Q column. So Q column is in which column? As we say, it is in 17th column. 17, comma, range lookup we always go for a 0 for an exact match and 1 if we want the appropriate match. Then here's the result. It provides all the result with the we look up against the particular employee ID. Next, what we need to do, here we can understand the limitations of VLOOKUP also. Like right now, the employee ID is in the first column, and from the data source we want the data that also present in our first row. But what if the employee ID is not present in our first column, if they present in the third or a fourth column, then how we can achieve the data? So for this